What is going on, guys? Bumson87 and today I'm bringing you the ASR Season 3 Round 5 review for the Spanish Grand Prix. And a bit of backstory before this race: I did no practice. I had a very busy week. I wasn't able to practice, and even when I did have any free time, I just wasn't when anyone else was free able to do any practice races, which was a bit annoying. So I have no practice apart from 20 minutes of time trial, so unlike the other races. And this qualifying lap here, it was a pretty, a fairly decent lap up until the final chicane, where I got too much from the curb and completely spun it pretty much. And my second lap was even worse. So I have an awful qualifying position of 14th. Ignore the Polish flag, by the way. I was doing some career mode last time I was on F1 2017. Yeah, just ignore that. I forgot to change it. Acho, by the way, got pole position by actually quite a margin, so really impressive of him. Congrats for getting his first pole. Me, however, down in 14th. What can I say about that? Just a very, very poor qualifying position. And look at my qualifying results so far this season. I've got in the top 10, I think, on all but one of them. And I've got like sixth places and stuff like that, and just this has been very poor. But the strategy, starting on the medium tyres, it says they're 2-stop, which I could do, but I'm going to see if I can do the 1-stop as well. So I'm going to play it by ear and see how I go during the race. If I stretch out to lap 12, then it's going to be 2-stop. If I stretch out to lap 14, then it's a 1-stop. But we'll see how we go during the race. Starting 14th place, 5 lights are going on now. Hopefully I can please start and avoid any lag in any instance. So we already have some lag right ahead of us. Master Berserk desyncing off the line. Brock's also desyncing, tell by the X beside his name. So I'm treading very carefully next to him as he's just weaving all over the place. And he hits the back of Harry Ryan, even though it's a desync car, and now he teleports behind me. So I had no idea where it was right now, and this is just brilliant so far. But now it's still in P14 behind Harry Ryan and Berserk. They're going side by side. It's contact, and I've just been forced into the barrier. What can I say? That was 100% lag. I also, I will send, I will replay the clip at the end of this first lap to show that it was completely lagged. But now I've got to get it back around to the pits with gravel on my tyres, losing so much time, half front wing, and the leaders are already going through the end of Sector 2. And there's actually carnage up ahead. There's quite a few cars off into the barriers. There's Dominator, AOR Charlie. Mechanical replay on board of AOR Charlie, but unfortunately there's no actual replay with Dominator that I found. I believe him and Greek made contact, and AOR Charlie was just the innocent bystander caught up in the accident. But virtual safety car conditions, just when I want a proper safety car, it's always a VDSC. Typical my look, really. I mean, it's literally just like borrowing. I mean, my race is really ruined. I'm through this pit stop we're going to make now. I'm going to lose 40 seconds. Easy. Like, okay, 30 seconds to the pit stop, but the 10 seconds I've already lost with the crash, with going around with no front wing at lap 1. It's going to be 40 seconds already in this race, and the leaders are going through the end of Sector 1, and I'm just trundling down the pit lane, start of the pit lane. Haven't even changed the front wing yet, so I'm going to be 2 sectors behind, as we've got a Torosso ghosting through me. Chimchar, he also got involved in something, I'm not quite sure what. As I change the front wing, and it's just taking forever. And it's just not happy days. Even Chimchar and I don't know. Oh, Brock Moku also pitted. They're at least like 10-15 seconds ahead. They're on the soft tyres. So I'm on the hard tyres. So I want to run as long as possible in this race and see what I can do. But yeah, just what can I do? And as you can see, the frame rate is absolutely awful. As Brock does different tyres from the session, he was one of the desyncing drivers, to be fair, and that is his McLaren, just sideways across the track. And these tyres at the moment just feeling awful. There's no grip in them. The hard tyres, I don't know why, but the first couple of laps, they take ages to turn on. They just slide all over the place. It just feels like you're driving on ice, as I'm about to demonstrate with an impressive mistake through this section here. As I go on the curb, wheel spin and a half spin onto the grass. And that's lost me like another 2-3 seconds right there, easily. As the leaders, by the way, are already setting their personal bests with the first laps of the race. So they're already well over half a lap ahead of me. And as you can see, all lag. I tried to go off the track to avoid, but how could I avoid that? How could I avoid that? There's just... what can I do to get a lucky break in this league? I mean, it'd be facing three races on the trot with no points. Unless it's a safety car, which probably won't be, and there's AY Charlie. Just innocent bystander caught up in someone else's crash. It's a pity for him, really. And Brock, dealing with major frame rate issues. This footage doesn't give it justice on how bad the frame rate was. It was really distracting and really hard to drive in. And Brock just sort of flips the ball there. Lucky for him. But, forgetting my race, I'm now going to focus on back on board of the leaders. This is Ben getting overtaken by his teammate New Zealand Ryan, as Ben's sort of just falling back in this start of this race so far. So I don't know what's going on with him. He had a great qualifying, by the way, but I think a P3, so he's just falling out back a little bit. I'm not sure if he's got any frame wing damage. And unfortunately, the Xbox clip there just sort of froze, but I'm pretty sure you can get the gist that Warden just ran into the back of Ben through that corner and got some frame wing damage. Now we're on board of Master Berserk, who's still driving even though his DC like crazy, and it's just past a Blood Emerald who was ghosting for some reason, not quite sure why, and now he's just going to be pushed off into the barrier by the Haas, who doesn't even know it's there. So, Master Berserk, being really decent getting laggy, is just affecting everyone's races, including his own, and now he's just emerged right behind me. Of course, my luck, the one laggy driver, the one who took me out, is now going to be racing me, and we actually kept him behind for quite a few laps, but now he made a mistake once again through the final chicane out. I absolutely hate that final chicane. I just, especially with no practice, I just couldn't get a rhythm through there the entire race, and Master Berserk, quite fairly, went side by side for the final corner, some good racing so far, and it looks stable enough right now, but as you can see, X on above his name, he goes wide, and as you can about to see, he is about to go lagging in front of me, and now inside me, and, I mean, how can I race that? How can I race that? He actually made a clip of this, so we're going to have a look on board of his screen, see what it looked like from his point of view, but I'm sorry, Berserk, you just got to sort out the internet. According to people, I was lagging as well, but this is a full-on desync, and it just can't be possible. I mean, Berserk is a clean, fair racer, great to race against, but yeah, I mean, we just can't help this, unfortunately. I mean, on his screen, I just push him off when, I mean, you know what my screen's like. He was just lagging all over the place. So, not sure what I could have done differently there, but forgetting my race anyway, this is on board of Ginger Horizon as well with the points, battling with Fun Guru. He's having a good race actually, respect to Fun Guru, he's finally having a good race in this league, and well inside the points, and there's Ginger Horizon kind of unfairly actually getting a time penalty. I mean, there's no way you gain an advantage with being overtaken, but this is Warden and Greek Master going side by side through the first two corners, and now going side by side for turn 3, although Greek's on the inside line, so good battling between the two of them. I think them two were both caught up in separate small incidents, like we saw Warden hit the back of Ben and get damage. I think Greek got caught up with Dominator on the first lap crash. I think, well, they're both surviving now, and they're both going to still have fairly decent races, although the top 3 of Joe, Acho, and I think New Zealand Ryan streaking away the race, and there's a big gap behind with Ben and Greek, who apparently had a big battle all through this race. And there's Ginger Horizon just about avoiding a collision with Fun Guru. That was pretty scary stuff. That could have ended really badly. And this is Greek just, you know, getting back down the order, overtaking Ginger Horizon after his poor start to the race. And him now catch up to the back of Ben as well. So after this, they have an amazing battle, which I look forward to seeing in Ben's video, but unfortunately, I didn't have time to record all the clips that Brock and Charlie provided for this race. But anyway, back on board in my race, set a personal best. I actually felt pretty good on these worn hard tyres. I'm not going to lie, I don't know why the hard tyres, they just sort of just rubbered up. And even though my tyres were around 60% at this point, they felt really good. And I was closing in on Chimchar, who had just come out the pit lane on hard tyres, fresh hard tyres. It's really weird and doesn't make any sense, the tyre physics in this game with the harder tyre compound, but whatever. We're now going to the pit lane on lap 24, set of medium tyres to run to the end, and this just goes to show that we could have done the one stop. I mean, forgetting the lap 1 or whatever, we did the rest of the race on hard and medium tyres, so we could have easily done the one stop, and we could have been up there. Who knows what position we could have been in, but whatever. Yeah, just the way it is. And we actually got past Harry Ryan, who came out of the pit lane. It wasn't going to race anyone, and we didn't have any fuel left to race with, and really no tyres. So about lap 27, he easily went past. Really, I couldn't have done about that. Harry Ryan, a very nice move around the outside. Just not much I could have done, and we go wide and it's dirty out. So just sums up the race really. And now we're on board with another few clips from the Xbox. This is Warden getting a tank slapper off that curb and cutting the corner behind fence, battling for position, and that's a 3-second time penalty for him. Kind of annoying, but that's just the way it is in this game. And now Ginger Horizon is in a great position as he's track extending there a little bit. In P9, ahead of Chimchar. Not sure what happened to him this race, but he goes wide off the curb, spins into the barrier, and that's a bottle job from him. Very unfortunately, he lost 2 points from that. And really, I mean, there's nothing more I can say about my race. I mean, there's no coming back from the fact that I lost 40 seconds by lap 2, and I think the leaders finished about 1 minute 10 seconds ahead of me. So I never had the pace anyway during this race. I felt like I was struggling, making a few small mistakes here and there, but I would have been up there on the points. I know I would have, and my race went to shits. But anyway, it's got to be said. ESR, it's Joe, won the race as an AOR driver, but congrats to him. Solidly controlled, great race by him. Acho, great position, P2 during this race. His personal best, well deserved. New Zealand Ryan, P3. Timo Ardic, P4. Greek, P5. Had a great battle this race, and I look forward to seeing that, as I said before. Ifens coming through the back of the field. He survived all the live carnage, got P6. Warden, P7 with that damage earlier on. Funkuru, good job from him, P8. Chimchar surviving from lap 1 pit, and Harry Ryan going for P10. So yeah, and I got 9 seconds worth of penalties, but it's worth noting I just wasn't really in the zone. I just wasn't really racing like wow. Just onwards now to Monaco, which is a track I hate and a track I'm absolutely awful at. So it's probably going to be four races in a row where I won't have any points, but what can I do really? I'll see you guys for that race anyway. Even if I bottle it or if I make a mistake, I'll probably still make a video of it. So I'll see you guys then for that video, whatever it may be. So I'll see you guys then. Thumbs up.